welcome everybody. It's deck tech time down in the Jankyard. I'm JT, and this is the Jankyard. So, we got a fun deck tech to do today. It's one I've given it a bit of a cereal name, if you will. It sounds like a really bad cereal. I call it Ginger Golems. Why? Because it is Golem Tribal. Golem Tribal in Standard, it's a thing. I first saw this deck when in the pre-release of Throne of Eldraine, I was looking at a Gingerbrute, and I see Artifact Creature Golem. Wait, there's a Golem Lord in M20. We could do something here. And we've done it. Alright, so, this is a fun deck. Maybe not the most successful deck in the world, but it's a fun deck. And so let's take a look at Ginger Golems. And we're going to start with our namesake, right off the hip-hop. It's Gingerbrute. 1 mana, 1/1, haste, artifact, creature, food, golem. Remember, one fun thing about it, for 1 mana, it can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with haste. And then for 2 and tap and sack, you gain 3 life. But you want the Gingerbrute, and then you just want to start building him up and making him bigger. He's just a great guy to get in there, start getting those early attacks, early damage, and keep moving forward. Prismite, he is here because he's a golem. I do not want any extra mana. I've got enough. Most of the stuff I play is colorless, but there is some blue and some white, but yeah. Usually you don't need it. Prismite's here because, if you get a Lord out, he's suddenly a 3/2 or 4/3 very quickly. So, solid little card. Okay, Steel Oversea is not a golem. That's unfortunate. Kind of looks golemish, No, he looks like a construct. But Steel Overseer is just great for tapping him and making all your golems, because all the golems are artifact creature golem. Let's see. Steel Overseer just makes them bigger. So great to have. We got a 4 of in there. I love the Steel Overseer. Deputy of Detention is the one that doesn't fit. But why is it here? Because Deputy of Detention is removal, and it's great removal, creature-based removal. Great way to slow down your opponent. If they've got a few, they got a couple Paradise Druids, take them away. Got a couple of zombie tokens, make them disappear. Solid card. I do like Deputy of Detention. I think it was necessary in this deck. Then we've got a card, just about anything tribal I will play, Icon of Ancestry. It is an excellent card. Creatures you control of the chosen type, and you will always choose Golem. They get +1/+1. And then later on in the game, when you've got mana, it's a great mana sink. You just spin the wheel, go looking for Golems in the top 3 cards of your library. Another good Golem is Iron Bully. 1/1 with Menace. And when it comes out, it can put a counter on itself or anybody else. Solid thing to have. Just to slow our opponents down a little bit, we've got a couple of Conclave Tribunals because we've got some creatures, so we can usually cast it a little early if we need to. Here's the other Lord. Icon of Ancestry is obviously it's an Anthem, it's not Lord, but this is a Lord. Master Splicer. Firstly, it makes a Golem, and then it gives Golems you control +1/+1. So this Golem token, I know it says 3/3, but with Master Splicer, as long as it doesn't get zapped right away, that Golem's coming out as a 4/4, and everybody else gets bigger. It's great. Pattern Matcher, an excellent card, because you usually have a couple of creatures out by the time it comes out, and allows you to go find another one of those creatures. Or if you have a Pattern Matcher already out, you can go find another one. But if you've got an Iron Bully, or a Master Splicer, or another Gingerbrute, go find it with the Pattern Matcher. It's a solid card. I've really enjoyed having it in this deck. Then we've got a couple of Masterful Replication. Usually you will use it. It's 6 mana, but it makes 2 3/3 Golem Artifact Creature tokens. And if you've got a Master Splicer or an Icon already out, well, those are 4/4s. Or more Mors. Or you can choose target artifact you control. Each other artifact you control becomes a copy of that artifact until end of turn. I don't know, maybe Steel Overseer. Maybe Iron Bully to give everybody menace. Different options. Or Gingerbrute to give haste. And then you got a couple of Ugin the Ineffable. Yeah, it's a little slow. 6 mana, but then all the other stuff you cast becomes 2 less to cast. So Gingerbrutes, Prismites, Steel Overseer are all free. The Icon of Ancestry costs 1. The Iron Bully costs 1. Master Splicer costs 2. It's a solid card. And then it allows you to make a 2/2 colorless spirit token with a card exiled underneath it. Or you can destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colors. And then I have just 1 Meteor Golem, because 7 is a lot. You sometimes get there, but not always. So we decided to go a little lower to the ground, went to the 4 Steel Overseer, and down to just 1 Meteor Golem. And beyond this, predominantly we have plains, because we have more white than blue in this deck, certainly. So we have 2 Idyllic Range. This allows you to put a counter on target creature you control when it enters the battlefield. That's a very valuable tool. Then you've got 11 plains, 7 islands, and the 4 Hallowed Fountains. And that's our main deck for Ginger Golems, the tasty morning breakfast snack. And then we look at our sideboard. We've got some Quench and Dovin's Veto, so we've got some counter magic. We've got some Teferi, so that our opponents can't be playing stuff. Except on their main their main phase. We got a couple of Arcanist Owl. Yeah, it's not a golem, but it does allow you to look for artifacts. So it's a good choice. Time Wipe, because sometimes you just got to clean the slate. Take, your best card. Maybe it's Gingerbrute, but maybe it's that Master Splicer. Or maybe it's the Steel Overseer. Grab it, wipe the board clean, start over again. And we have a couple of Golos. We think things are a little slow. Golos is solid. I'm not really worried about that second clause. It's mainly about going to find that land to help move us forward. And if we've got to clean things up, just get rid of all non-land permanents. Maybe they've got, I don't know, Cavalcade, although I don't know. I can't see us getting to 6 mana with they've got a Cavalcade, but they've got some enchantment or something that Time Wipe is just going to get rid of creatures. Planar Cleansing, clean it all up, and then an extra Meteor Golem. And yeah, it's pretty simple, but it's fun. It's Golem Tribal. I do like playing tribal decks, and this is a solid one. It's nice having a Lord and Master Splicer. And this deck can move somewhat fast. I wouldn't call it aggro. I wouldn't even say it's aggrish, but it's fairly quick deck. Yeah, and I quite enjoy it. A little bit high, there's a bit at the high end. If we take a look at our breakdown here, you see, you got 5 cards at 6 and over. Only 4 1-drops, that's the Gingerbrutes. Everything else in that 2 to 4. So the average is 3.3. So yeah, it's still a really solid deck, and it's a deck I quite like. So that is Ginger Golems. So I would just encourage you to, if you like what you see here, please support us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, just down below. Click the like button. Click that bell so that you can get notifications every time we put up another new video. And we're planning to put up a bunch of decks. We've got a whole bunch of decks we've been playing. Before we get to the next new set of cards coming out, the new Theros set, we're going to want to show you all the fun decks. So you definitely want to know when those are coming out. Also, check us out at our website, which is jankyardmtg.com. Also, our social media lets you know what's happening with our videos and also with our streams. And you can find us at JankyardMTG, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you want to watch a stream, I'm streaming at least twice a week, Sundays and Wednesdays, and then there's some other days I'll decide to stream, and we'll definitely let you know through social media. And that's down at twitch.tv/JankyardMTG. So please come join us, and check out our website. We're going to be launching our Patreon very soon. So people, if you like what you see, want to support us, we've got some swag and some other opportunities that will be built into our Patreon program. So once again, want to thank everybody for checking out Ginger Golems, Golem Tribal and Standard. I love it. And by all means, come back next time and see what else we've got for a fun, funky, janky decks, because that's what we do. We do jank down here at the Jankyard.